back here again, everyone. Now, normally I do a warm up before I go into these things where I give you a little, take on what's going on and what's this about and all of that stuff before I get into it. But I'm not even going to do that this time because you know what it's about. You know what it is. I've talked about it before. So let's just dive right into what Disney is looking to screw up this time. It used to be such a magical place. Now it's just, I don't even know. So, Rachel Zegler says she's bringing a modern edge to Disney's live action Snow White. She's not going to be saved by the prince or dreaming about true love. Now, I'm going to say something, yes, that's going to be somewhat controversial to some people, but it's the truth. This movie cannot even really be called Snow White. You've race swapped Snow White with a Latina girl, fine. But you can't call it Snow White because the whole reason she was called Snow White, the description for Snow White reads, skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, hair as black as that's what it was. You can't call it that if that's not what she's actually doing. That's not what she actually is, I should say. There's nothing racial intended about it. This is just the description that was given for the character. So you can't say, well, okay, there'll be something else because of that. No, that's just the description for the character. So let's get into how she's planning to destroy this now. In Hollywood's latest regurgitating of their most favorite hollow marketing line, yep, that's what they're doing, Rachel Zegler has asserted that Disney's upcoming live-action remake of Snow White will be bringing a more contemporary bent to the classic story of its eponymous protagonist. Now, when this movie fails miserably, they're already setting up to blame the fans. That's their thing nowadays. And it's like Pinocchio failed horribly the other day because nobody gave a crap about that. All their live action things they put out have failed because again nobody cares. They're going on about this whole Little Mermaid thing and talking about why people so racial because of Little Mermaid. It's just because you decide to give this black woman red hair doesn't make her the Little Mermaid. Because you care how to want to modernize, look at it doesn't make it the Little Mermaid. That's not it. You could make a story of your own, but no, you're just too lazy and decide, let's just regurgitate everything into this live action nonsense that people are just turning away from. That's all. Zegler provided insight into the House of Mouse's updated vision for the inaugural Disney princess during an onstage appearance at the recent D23 Expo. That didn't go very well at all. So she took to the stage in the studio's latest attempt to lazily cash in on audiences' nostalgia. Yeah, it's blatantly obvious now, you know. The actress informed attendees that she and the film's production team had given a modern edge to the enduring fairy tale. Yeah, because the fairy tale was good. Basically, think about it, you got to understand it. When Snow White came out, I think it was in 1937. This was the movie, the animated movie that really elevated Disney to where it is. And then after that, they started making other Disney princess movies and all kind of thing. If that didn't happen, Disney may not be where it is today. And rather than pay homage to that movie, you decided, no, let's give it a modern edge. And what's that modern edge going to be? Well, let's find out. Later asked by Variety what she meant by this vague declaration, Zegler explained, I just mean it's no longer 1937. Oh, the horror. And we absolutely wrote a Snow White. No, you didn't. No, you did not. She's not going to be saved by the prince, then interjected Gal Gadot, who stars in the film as the evil queen. Yeah, apparently Gal Gadot tried to, playfully tell her, shut your mouth, you stupid idiot, don't give away anything, to shut up and stop committing professional suicide. But, she had to continue her jail, so Zegler agreed, she's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. So, basically, there's not going to be saved by the prince, no dreaming about true love. So this is what, some kind of corporate business thing where she's just called Snow White, but she's running some mega $1 million company, something like that. I mean, You know, the whole true love in this story is what kind of made Snow White was going on. You had Jet Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then you had Peter Dinklage came out and talking and saying that, you know, oh, it's offensive it's offensive about the dwarfs and all that. And I did a video about how he was just sounding like a total nutcase, and you know that's not really ridiculous. And then the very people who could play the dwarfs came out and said that they wanted work, so they should have shut up. Let's see, she said the actress, she's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, brave, and true. So basically, she's running a company. That's all this sounds like to me. She's running a company. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in. Of course it is. This is the total consuming, narcissistic nonsense I just get sick of, you know. Every time it's always, I tell you, they are given these scripts of exactly what to say, and this is what they say. Always have to hear about young people everywhere to see themselves in. Why is this belief everybody seems to suddenly have about in fact everybody is such a bunch of narcissists that unless they could see themselves in people on screen, they can't relate to it. I don't understand it. I mean, I know a number of young black children or little girls or something. When I was younger, they used to play with Snow White and Cinderella and all kind of thing. And never once did they ever want to be white. But all of us are going to be talking about young people everywhere to see themselves in. What the hell? Why do you have this belief everybody needs to have their ego stroked like you? So bloody creepy, man. Zegler's latest comments about Snow White's direction echo those she previously made during a December interview. Asked by the outlet about what she hoped to bring to the role of Snow White, she replied, "There's not much I can say about it besides the fact that Snow White has constantly been criticized." What? Even though she's the original Disney princess and we love her so much, but criticized for existing solely for a prince existing solely to be rescued. Who has ever criticized that? She lived with the Seven Dwarfs, they saved her, the prince came out. Whoever talk about criticizing her for that? And I think that our director, Mark Webb, and everyone who's working on this film has really taken a narrative and turned it into something that's a lot stronger. She continued, and I'm very, very excited to be able to bring that to life and constantly ruin it, of course. Notably, this is not the first time that Zegler has promoted her role in a cinematic remake of a Hollywood classic with identity politics, because it needs to be that. Asked on the film's red carpet by Steven Spielberg's West Side Story lacks subtitles for its Spanish-speaking actress, the actress exclaimed, "It's respect." It is respect, she repeated, dismissing any fears of potentially alienating audiences who did not speak the language. It is respect for my upbringing in a Spanish-speaking household. It is a respect for the fact that this nation doesn't have an official language. With a more playful tone, she concluded, it is respect to the fact that it's 2021, girl, learn Spanish. Oh, for God's sakes. Unfortunately, both Zegler and Spielberg audiences instead chose to respect their wallets. As a result, the film bombed in its opening weekend, pulling in a global gross of just $14.9 million against an estimated production budget of $100 million. Snow White is currently set to hit theaters on March 22nd, 2024. Yeah, because you see, when you go around alienating the very people who supposed to watch your program by telling them all kind of nonsense about learn Spanish and all kind of thing. Everybody can't speak Spanish. Nothing wrong with having some subtitles, but no, you have to inject your identity politics or shit into everything, and when your movie bombs, it's everybody else's fault but your own. This Snow White is going to be a disaster, because rather than promote a good movie or do something good, no, let's take a bunch of identity politics a bunch of SJW nonsense, and let's have a lead actress who comes out telling people this movie is not going to be about her being saved by the prince, dreaming about love. It's just going to be about her running a company. That's it. It's going to be such crap, and they know it. This going to destroy yet another franchise, because that's what Disney does these days. Let's just destroy everything. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. I shall see you all next time. Take care.